Hello everyone, my name is Diane O'Neill, and I'm a senior content developer here with Adaptive Insights. In this short video, I'll be demonstrating the different ways that you can customize an axis in your charts in Adaptive Discovery. Charts in Adaptive Discovery auto-scale by default. However, you can manually set the scaling to make it easier to quickly interpret the data. Using this salaries trend line chart, in the Appearance settings, I'll disable the Primary Axis Start from Zero option. The chart updates. Notice that the change makes it much easier to compare budget to actual salaries. For the next feature, I'll be using this Revenue by Product, this stacked column chart. Also in the Appearance settings are options that allow you to customize your own scale, including setting the minimum, maximum, and interval values. So I'll disable this Primary Axis Auto Scaling option, and I'll leave the Primary Axis Minimum at 0, and I'll set the Primary Axis Maximum at 900,000. And I'm entering in thousands because that's the unit of measure for this chart. And the interval I'll set at 150,000. Notice the change in the chart. You can now more clearly see the differences between the different products. Over here on the dual axis dashboard, I have a revenue analysis column chart. And I'm going to use that to talk about customizing and displaying dual axes. Displaying dual axes on a single chart is very useful when you're comparing values with two different units of measure, again in a single chart. Dual axes can also be used when you're comparing values of the same unit of measure, but differ significantly in scale, like in this column chart. So here I'm comparing a relatively high US-based revenue to a low Canadian-based revenue. You can see that the bars representing them are too short to easily encourage comparison between the two. So I can address this by assigning a secondary axis to the Canadian-based revenue series. So first I'll select the chart, and then in the data settings, I'll expand the Canadian series. And down below, I'll set the series y-axis to secondary, and the chart updates. And if I return to the appearance settings, you'll see that now I can customize not only the primary axis, but also the secondary axis scaling. Thanks for watching, and be sure to watch other videos to learn more about the features and functionality available in Adaptive Discovery.